watching In Focus. Bananas and coffee. They're a great combination as food and as crops. And as it turns out, research shows that a technique called intercropping can improve revenues and food security, as well as decrease risk for farmers in developing nations. VOA'S Carolyn looks at how the technique is working out for farmers in Rwanda's Kibunga region.
For farmers in Rwanda's Kibunga region, coffee has long been the crop of choice. It thrives in the damp and hilly landscape, and thanks to a dramatic spike in global prices, coffee is the biggest cash crop. Government promotion of the industry has resulted in an increase in coffee plantations, but in the Great Lakes region, 1 in 3 families experience chronic food shortages. Environmentalists warn these shortages could get worse in the decades to come if the population rises and weather patterns become more erratic. Farmers have been experimenting with growing bananas in between the rows of coffee plants. It can provide extra food and spread the risk of a failed yield.
I had low yields before this intercropping system. When I look at my production today, it has doubled because I plant 2 crops in one field and I produce coffee and bananas at the same time. Since I started to practice intercropping, my life has changed. Today I plant coffee and banana and the production has boosted so much. My family is much more comfortable and I have enough money to buy the food that we don't grow.
Intercropping bananas and coffee is already widely practiced in neighboring Uganda and Tanzania, where it caught the attention of agricultural researchers looking for ways to improve food security. An agricultural systems scientist with the Consortium for Improving Agriculture-Based Livelihoods in Central Africa, Lawrence Yasong, is part of a team of researchers monitoring the progress of intercropping in Rwanda.
When we're looking at the agronomics of a system, you always have to be careful when you intercrop. There's competition. There's competition for light, there's competition for water, there's competition for nutrients. And so when we look at a coffee monocrop system or banana monocrop system, or we intercrop both systems, you're going to increase the competition because you put coffee and banana together, right? And so that is really the basics of the agronomic research we're doing.
The government is likely to encourage farmers in other areas of the country to do the same, according to Martin Debikunzi, director of Rwanda's Agricultural Board.
It's good for the environment, but also the yields will increase because also the plant materials, which the crop residues, serve as also as part of the manure to regenerate the soil fertility. So it's a good system, but we have to do it well, we have to study it, and that's why we have had this project.
According to Rwanda's state-run Coffee Development Authority, Rwanda's output of the combined cash intercrop is expected to grow in 2012 as millions of trees planted in the last 4 years start to produce. Carolyn Turner, VOA News.